Welcome to Marital Hate. What's going on over there?
Yeah, it's an echo.
I have mine muted. Do mute that.
I want to unmute it.
Yep.
Well, we don't need to hear it, do we? Okay, it's unmuted. Thank you.
So, but it's, in any case,
You
welcome
look so
to Marital Hate.
You look alone over there.
I am so lonely. Way over there.
Should we call this family hate because we have family?
No, it's
Oh.
Marital Hate. We
Oh,
don't
okay.
change the brand because Wes is suddenly in town. Welcome to Marital Hate. I am Stacy. That is Doug.
Hello.
Right there. And next to him is the ever handsome Wesley.
Hello.
So I want to pull the comments up. So tonight's a very big night for us.
It is a big night.
Yeah.
I mean, we're super excited to have Wes here, but the biggest reason why it's a big night for us is we are live on Instagram.
Woo.
Yay, Instagram! So we would have been saying, why do you have hate?
I don't have hate. It was just I was celebrating. It
If
was
you're
a
going to
celebration.
celebrate, there's other buttons to push.
Oh, okay.
That's not a celebration button. This is a hate button.
Oh, this
And
is
if I
nice.
get really, really mad, I'm going to throw it in the fucking pool again.
You know,
In any case, we are married, but despite the name of the podcast, we in fact do not hate each other.
Mm.
Not usually. Wes, what do you think? Do your dad and I hate each other?
no, not too much.
Not
too
too
much.
much.
No.
Not too much. Well, you know, we must not hate each other enough to stay married for 10 years,
It's a lot of work.
10 and a half
You know,
years,
it's a lot
like,
of work.
together 11.
You know,
All the hard work of
I work to
Not
get
raising
out of
Wesley.
this nonsense.
not raising Wesley has been one of the greatest joys of my
No, you were lamenting tonight at Ford's that you were just lucky to not have birthed Wesley with
Look how
Oh,
massive
this
he
giant.
is.
He's a giant
Like,
guy.
I feel terrible for his poor mother. You should say you're sorry.
Doesn't much.
And then what was the other one? Yeah. No, but I got to see I got to see Wes become this amazing young man that I'm super proud of today.
Yes.
And so I don't like, oh, Trace is here. Trace
Oh,
says, hello, peeps. I hope your flight was okay, Wes.
Yes, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
It
Wes
just
is
took a
like,
while to get out of Logan, but other than that, no issues.
Stupid Logan.
so why don't you guys take up more of your screen just so that it's
Well, I don't know. What are we supposed? Oh, we can pull this forward a little. There we go. Oh, look at that. Now, hey,
yeah, because I'm
hey, everybody.
into this whole
Nice.
like by myself, all by myself.
I can come over and see you.
Stacy is all by herself. And normally we would do you and I on one screen
Yeah.
and the
then
guest
boys
on the
yeah,
other.
the guest
but,
or the guests.
Oh, yes.
special guest Wesley
Sorry.
gets to boot me to the side.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Wes, so
Yeah.
you this was your first time flying by yourself.
Yeah.
And for you you're in the autism spectrum,
Right?
and sometimes things have been harder for you than perhaps for your peers.
Right. That's true.
And yet flew, and did you have any problems?
No, just had to make sure I was in the right place, going through security. But
You figured it the fuck out.
yes.
High five.
He even
Uh,
tolerated children on the flight
Nice.
nicely.
But I mean, I think like it's funny because like yeah, he said the children were well behaved, which
Yeah.
is very different
It's a
than what
good
Donna
thing.
told us.
Yeah, it's a good
But
thing.
what I think is really interesting
Mhm.
is that not interesting, but like and I hate to ever be like, hey Wes, like you're on the autism spectrum. But I have a friend whose son actually, Danny, no, it wasn't Danny, Alan. We were praying
Alan.
for you. I hope it went well.
He had his wisdom teeth out.
He
right?
did. He had
Yeah.
wisdom teeth out today.
Oh.
That I'm just, I think that seeing the amazing young man that you are, that we're so proud of, like, I want like you to just like walk around all the time and be like, just, I'm autistic, because I just think that like you're killing it. And so you graduated from what
College.
and how?
I had honors and a communications degree.
Yeah, with honors and a communications degree. And you were recently
Mhm.
home alone, like Macaulay Culkin,
Yeah, for a few days.
for a
No,
few days.
Mhm.
Did burglars try to break in?
No,
Did you have to set any traps?
not really.
Did you throw any wild parties?
No party.
The
I'm a
cat.
little-
The cat is still alive.
Yeah, she
All
is.
right,
Hang
excellent.
on a
I
second.
had to feed her a couple times.
Didn't throw any wild parties.
No.
You are
That's
not
a
my
missed
stepson.
opportunity. That's a missed opportunity.
I disown you.
Alright.
So anyway, we wanted to talk tonight not only about Trey says I'm working till 9 just in case I do not respond.
It's called multitasking.
All right.
Tracy. It's all good.
God forbid she gives people sound medical advice. Girl, do what you got to do as long as you're taking care of you.
Yeah.
And that's actually a great topic to bring up tonight because one of the things is the holidays are super stressful. For
Holidays
people.
are coming.
And well, I've been
Well,
really
actually,
stressed.
middle of the holiday season. I always consider the holidays Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year.
Hanukkah,
And
Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah.
Festivus.
I almost said Chanukah because I read it like Chanukah.
The C is silent. In
Well,
Chanukah.
sometimes there's a C.
I'm still not sure how I feel about Kwanzaa, and I'm going to just tell you why right now. Do you know what the light fixture for Kwanzaa is called?
It's a Kenora.
Yeah, it's called a Kenora.
Oh.
Make up your own goddamn name. It shouldn't be
Really?
called a Kenora. Menorah, Kenora. Just call it like a, I don't know.
Well, we did see a minivan driving around with a flashing menorah on top, which
Yeah.
was delightful.
It looked like something out of a meth lab.
I think the guy was Jewish. I'm not sure. I can't be so sure.
Tracy says, boss bitch in the house multitasking here. Yeah,
Oh.
girl. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people get stressed out at the holidays. I know I was a little, we don't really do the holidays so much.
Well,
anymore.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because a lot of that comes from family drama and present buying.
Well, and also
you
learning
know.
that, like, realizing that people get super stressed around the holidays.
Yeah.
They go fucking broke. They go into fucking debt. And that's just not a good look for anyone. So what Doug and I have been doing.
We do that all year.
Yeah, we just do that all year. And then at Christmas, we
And
say,
then Christmas.
fuck this stress. We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
No. But we buy for the boys. We don't even buy for Doug's sons. We buy for them. We buy for my friend Zach, who's he's like he's the same age as our kids, but he's like my older disapproving brother. So I always buy him something, and then we're gonna get something for the little kids down the street that we see all the time. That's
Yeah,
about
we like
it.
them.
Good.
We're not. And as a matter of fact, I have last year we didn't tip anybody because we didn't have the money.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
year before we tipped like crazy, and this year I haven't done any tipping.
We tipped like
should
crazy. We
tip.
didn't even know anybody because we had just
We'd only
been
been
here
here
a
like
month.
a week, but
Yeah.
now I think that we get a, like Wes was here today. Wes, not this Wes. We have another Wes.
Yeah.
Wes the rat guy. Shout out to Tony's Pest Control. They do a
Tony.
great job, and Wes has been with us since the very beginning.
He's a Massachusetts guy
shoulda had
and always
something
comes
for him.
by and is always terrific.
So maybe I'll just send his little gift over to Tony's headquarters. We should do something for the landscapers and the pool guy, not Larry the pool guy.
Yeah.
By the way, I need to respond to Larry's message, but Larry the
Oh.
pool guy has gone back over
He's
road
gone
trucking.
back.
Larry,
Uh-huh.
we're thinking of you. I'm sure that's a lot to be away from your family and to be stressed out about that. So
Especially in the holiday season.
please let us know if we can support you in any way. Sadly, we are broke as fuck, but I was really hoping to buy a Jeep from you. I don't have any money and it's not really time to buy a Jeep, but I was shooting for that down the road. I do.
It's the thought that counts, Larry.
Before I get into the whole Christmas of it all, I wanted to
All right,
just talk
bring
about two things.
Mm.
First one is shout out to Isaiah from Apple Care. He was on the phone with me today and humoring me because Apple is like, this call may be recorded. Select 1 to have the call recorded and 2 for not recorded. And I'm like, oh no, you do not need to be recording this nonsense. Like, we would like to record this call for training purposes.
I forget what story you told him, but it was pretty funny. It was like one of these stories that we tell on this podcast.
Like super inappropriate.
And I'm like, he doesn't need to know that.
Well, but what had happened was I had thought he was putting me on hold to go get somebody else. And I was talking to you and you were like, why are you telling him your life story? And I'm like, I'm just explaining to what the fuck happened.
And then I said,
don't know
he's
what
not
to
the
do.
enemy.
I don't think he's the enemy. I like Isaiah. He was a
But
good
the
guy.
best quote of the call was, I like black people better than white people. And if you're white, I'm sorry.
I do. I like black people better than white people because I was out in my Jeep yesterday. Tuesday when I bought my laptop. I was in my Jeep and singing in my car, as I do, and you should do too. You should sing and dance in your car. Enjoy
Well,
that
maybe
time.
not dance.
Don't get mad in charity.
Keep your eyes on the road,
Don't
people.
get mad in traffic.
Don't
Just
listen to
be
this
sitting
one.
there rocking out to whatever song it is that you dance to. And not that I can dance or sing. I can't. But invariably, I make friends with the most beautiful and obviously intelligent and charming black women at traffic lights. They always cheer me on while I'm singing and dancing, and I appreciate it. So I shared with Isaiah the fact that 1, you should listen to Muck Sticky. 2, you should enjoy life, and that I find black people to be more fun than white people. Sorry, white people.
I might agree with that. Ann writes in, hello, Wes. Nice to see you again. Stacy, I'm not doing the holidays this year, so I have zero stress and no higher debt. Excellent.
Get it, girl.
I love the holidays, but won't go into debt anymore. Woohoo!
That's good.
I will say woohoo for not going into debt. And Dave Ethier, Merry Christmas, listening while he watches. It's a bunch of wonderful lives.
David Ethier, that's one of the
He's a
quote
1 pound
guys.
guy. Yeah.
Shout out to David.
And,
Happy Merry Christmas.
And possibly one-time member of the Droogs, Alex and the Droogs, one of the great garage bands of the history of Worcester, Mass.
The other person I wanted to, so Isaiah was going to transfer me to Apple's business division.
Didn't
By the
happen.
way, if you own a small business, make sure you tell Apple because they have a loyalty program. So we got a big discount on our Apple Care. So he was transferring me over to the business sales department so they can help fix my problem.
Yep.
Because what I had done is our business email, I transposed it because Matthew, you guys heard me talk about the other day, has the email I wanted, and I forgot that, so I didn't even get a receipt for the laptop, and so I had to call and straighten that all out. So he's transferring me to the business unit, and he hung up on me. So Isaiah, if you're out
Too
there,
crazy.
can you get the business unit to call me?
Although he did subscribe, right? To the
He
or
said he
like
was going to
join-
subscribe.
yeah.
I don't know. And I don't know if he
Sorry.
should listen to this podcast. It's horrifying. The other person I wanted to give a shout out to was Fausto.
Fausto's brother.
So what
check
happened
him out
today
now.
was I had texted my so every year, first of all, everybody should do every year on your homeowner's insurance, your car insurance, your renter's insurance, whatever, disability insurance, health insurance, you should do a second look every year to see if you can save a little money.
like you're like a gecko.
Kind
From the
of,
Geico
yeah.
guy.
So you
Yeah.
want to do so the best way I think to do it is to get yourself a local agent because they know this stuff. They get paid to help you.
Because brown eggs are local eggs and local eggs are
Well,
fresh.
I do like local eggs, but they're able to help you and help you understand things, and they're generally people that are part of your community. So the person that we had so the first person we used when we got to Florida didn't get back to me when I asked for a quote.
Ouch.
So we stayed with them for PNC, but we switched for car insurance because I wanted to save some money. So then we went to a new person and stayed with her for a year. Great, paid for the policy. And then I texted her to get a new quote, and she didn't respond. So I went on the Cape Coral residents Facebook page,
Ask the question.
and our amazing accountant, Megan Menard, and many other people.
Who we love.
By the way, if you need an accountant, she does everywhere, but she's here in I think she's in Cape, she's in Cape.
She's around here somewhere.
Reach out to Megan Maynard if you need her contact information.
Double
let me
M.
know. So she suggested our banker to us. He was awesome.
Yep,
She
yep.
suggested Stephanie and Steven for medical insurance
Yep.
for us, which we had to put on hold. And then she recommended, they were fantastic though. And then she recommended Fausto. Okay, let me see if I can say this. Caballero.
That's a
Caballero
caballero.
from the Thompson Agency.
Fausto Caballero.
So this is what happened. I got a quote from him.
Yeah.
and-
Insta quote.
I got a quote from him,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah, let's do that." And he's like, "Hang on." He's like, "This is for 6 months. Your policy's for a year. You don't want that."
Yeah. Well,
And I'm like, "Thank you, Fausto, for saving the day." So I like
gotta read that fine print. people.
me an honest man, and he has a sexy accent. I like the sexy accent. Megan also has a sexy accent. Ken, our banker, not so much with the sexy accent. Neither does Stephanie and Steven. But we like them anyway.
Well, that's not everything.
And well, at least Ken's black, and I like black people
Better
I
than
like
white people.
So, I don't
Which
know
is
if I'm
reverse
allowed to say
racism.
that.
Stamp it out.
There's no such thing as reverse racism. It's
reverse.
either racism or it's not racism.
You like them because they're black. That's reverse racism.
In general, I have found black people.
You're not supposed to see color,
I do see color. I'm not colorblind. But in general, I do find.
which I don't believe, by the way.
I
Thank
just
you.
like people that are down to earth. And in my experience, black people are way more fun than white people, and that might be racist. And I'm sorry if it is.
Well, maybe you've
But
had a good run.
I
of
was
it.
just
You had a
in-
good run.
I was just in the. Oh, I'm sure there's terrible black people out there, but I was in the Estero Coconut Point Apple store, which
Yes.
is the
Mhm.
whitest place in America, sitting there with American Gothic wearing Ralph Lauren, thinking to myself, oh my God, get me the fuck out of here. And lo and behold, not 5 minutes after I got out of there, met the most delightful people at a traffic light. So I'm going with
It was kind of like when you do something like you need to shower.
maybe
like, 'cause
I
it
just
just
don't.
felt bad.
It's not even.
Mhm.
Like I just don't like uppity people. So I
Right.
don't care what color you are. If you're uppity, I'm not gonna like you. And if you're chill, or chill if you're fun, you're interesting, I'm gonna love you.
What if you're downity? You can be uppity, but nobody's downity. Maybe that's a new thing. I'm gonna
Maybe.
create that term.
And I have a bunch of. You could do that.
These people
I
were-
just call it Dougie Downer, but
These people were depressed. They were down at you.
so I was wondering
What do you want?
so I actually asked a couple questions on the Facebook page because we wanted to talk
Oh,
to
yeah.
Christmas,
Mhm.
and I asked the following question. Number one,
Mhm.
what is the best gift you've ever received?
That's good.
So if
Well,
you're gonna go like most people are gonna go mushy on this, and
Yeah.
I have to start off going mushy just because
Mm.
I have two daughters that were born around Christmas. My daughter Noelle, her birthday's coming up, and my daughter Anna's birthday is just after Christmas. So those were obviously the two best Christmas gifts I ever got.
Okay.
But assuming that you cannot wrap a pregnancy or a healthy baby in
Yeah.
as a present and give to
Christmas.
someone. I mean, you could give someone a baby if you want. Both of you, you could give
Oh,
somebody a baby. Go find
Yeah.
somebody who wants a baby and give it to them.
Yeah.
But
But not together. That would be
No.
weird.
that would be very. You could give someone a baby, and there's lots of other delightful things. But I like people who have a hard time shopping and they don't know what to get, and they're like, I know me. I was freaking out today. I got something for Zach. I told Jen what it was. You guys were here while shopping. Don't say he doesn't usually watch a podcast, but just in case we don't want to spoil it. And then the kids down the street who I hope to fuck are not watching the
Hope not.
pod got him a trampoline.
Mm.
And here's the thing: I already told their mom how much it
All
cost.
right.
The trampoline
It was such a
trampoline.
good deal. That was a good
with
deal.
an enclosure
Mm.
that lights up was
Wow.
$119.
Yeah, and then you don't have to go looking around for little toys
And then with
and
tax,
whatnot,
with
and you have to
tax-
get batteries.
with tax and shipping, it ended up being $149.
I'm okay with that.
And that's like a fun gift for the whole family, and not for nothing, but I live up the street. If I want to use it, I'm going over.
That's right.
I'm
Hey,
hopping
hey,
that
can,
fence,
can we borrow
motherfucker.
that? Can we borrow that?
I don't know how much. weight
Although
it'll
I hope
hold,
they
but
don't put it up this weekend because we got a tropical storm,
they
high
won't,
wind
but-
advisory.
I asked, my hot ass neighbor Jen. I asked her like 3 times. I'm like, can I get this for the kids? Can I get this for the kids? Because it can screw up your homeowner's insurance or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
She's like, I'm worried about it blowing away in a hurricane. And I'm like, well, how worried are you? Because it'll wear those fuckers out. Not that her kids are fuckers,
No,
but like,
yeah.
it will give them some exercise. they'll be
Nothing like hopping
tired.
on a trampoline and
It's really good for
90
them.
degree
Oh,
heat.
yeah.
Well, it's not 90 degrees right now, so that'd be a
Mm.
great way to spend Christmas break. Just send them outside to jump around.
Yeah.
Jump around.
Mm.
Jump around.
And then
jump up and get
like the
down.
dad can hose him, like hit him with a hose. Like,
They actually sold one with a sprinkler built in,
Yeah.
and it was like all around the top.
Mm.
And
oh, you can fashion that.
that was like an extra $100.
You can
So
fashion that.
you're
easy
on your
enough.
own
Yeah.
if you want to get the spray.
You can fashion.
But
can
listen, you
fashion
guys can borrow our garden nozzle and just go shh the kids. That'll be cool. And then I don't get you anything because fuck you. And then Wes and Nolan, we got them one thing that's on order. We got them one thing that we talked about today that'll get
Yeah.
delivered.
which would be nice.
And then we have I think we're gonna do the what are you doing? I think we're gonna do the clear so that they can
They can
fly
travel
through
on
the
their own.
airport without having to go through
Well, I thought
the
we weren't getting the clear. We were getting the TSA pre-check.
TSA pre-check.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
so they won't have to sit in line. Does that sound like a good gift?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
And it's for 5 years too.
Yeah,
5
it's a
years.
gift that
So
can
we don't
come
have to
with
get
it.
him anything
So
till
in 5 more years, so in
2028.
5 more
Yeah.
years, no, we will give you a gift next year, but in 5 more years, your gift will be your
Yeah,
real. Assuming that they
it'll
still
be,
come to visit
it'll
us.
expire.
Yeah.
Assuming
and,
they
uh,
still come to visit us.
Well,
Do you think that they're always going to love us?
I don't know. What do you think? You
Yeah.
still come down here?
And-
It's not that bad down here.
She's still here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a
Never
gift
know.
idea, by the way, that so we like the Ranadon spot, ranadon.com. Right now, they're 2 for $50 or $30 for one. I know Anne bought one. She left a review. So it's a speaker similar to a Beats Pill, but it's small and black. Our friend Uriel invented it and is selling it. And it's a great Christmas gift. It would be a great white elephant gift. It's a really good quality speaker. Great. Really, like that's something that anybody can use.
Fun
Like
for
it's fun
everyone.
for kids. Like they can have their music and take it where they want to go.
You go in the kitchen, boom.
Kitchen,
You have
garage,
music.
boat, trailer. It's not waterproof.
Trampoline.
But you take it on the trampoline. But that's a decent gift, and it's from ranadon.com, ranidon.com. This is one of our favorite things. We actually have several versions of this. It is called Lux.
It's a card game.
It's actually it's a card game, and I'm going to read. It's for 2 to 6 players,
Mhm.
ages
These
8
people.
to adult, and it takes 10 to 40 minutes. My kids have been playing this since they were like 5.
Well,
There's
Well, they
different-
exceeded the age limit,
There's-
and I'm calling the factory.
there's different versions of it, but the holiday version is especially nice for the holidays.
Hmm.
And the rules are you can actually play with more than 6 players if you put 2 decks together. But it's
Takes
super fun.
80 minutes.
The rules change.
Yeah.
The rules change the entire time you're playing. And how many games
Right.
of Flux would you say we've played, Wes?
like different versions or just
Yeah.
games?
How many times have we played Flux?
Oh, hundreds.
Like-
Maybe hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah.
Hundreds. And who wins most of the time?
I'd say probably you. No one's a good second. there.
Yeah. Although you've been coming up dark horse.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Wes, we'll
Wes
be
will
playing
come
the
out of
game,
nowhere.
playing the game, and everybody's like getting angry
We're all
and
saving up our
strategic and
cards.
knocking each other out, and Wes is just like,
Like, yeah, boom.
I win.
I
I
win that. Yeah,
win.
nothing you can do about it. Some of the Flux you can do. There's like cards that can save the win.
Mhm.
Like if you stop that or whatever. Like there's other things, but it's
but
it
it's a
gets
fun game.
good.
So it's called Flux, FLUXX. There's many versions of it. There's a Marvel version, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not. They're like, I don't know, anywhere between $12 and $20. If you want it in time for the holiday, I would order it now.
We do have favorite Fluxes though.
Yeah. What's our favorite Flux?
I mean, we have 3 big ones: Alice in Wonderland that we like,
Mhm.
Wizard of Oz, and Jumanji, which
This
was
is
I
why
think
we like-
yeah,
The Alice in Wonderland, because I have the Alice in Wonderland tattoos.
you got something.
So there's some new fluxes that we didn't
Oh.
have that maybe we need to get. There's Around the
Oh.
World Flux. We don't have that one.
Oh.
There's a Flux game bundle with the dice expansion, which we
Don't know what
have.
that is.
You refuse to play. Jahulu Flux. We have. We don't really
No,
play.
we
a
played it
lot.
once. We had no idea what we were doing.
Olympus Flux. I don't know if we have that one. Monty Python Flux. Only really fun if you know Monty Python.
Mhm.
Fairy Tale Flux. I think we have that, but we don't play it very often. Jumanji Flux is one of our favorites. Fantasy Flux is cool.
Except for
Martian
the
Flux
coin.
is cool. Anatomy
Yeah,
Flux.
right.
You actually learn a little bit about the human body there. And then there's why am I not doing? I should be sharing
Yeah,
my
I
screen. I
was
forgot
going
I
to
could
say
do
you
that.
should share.
Oh, right.
Present, share screen, and again, this is we don't make any money from this, but these are some of the
Mhm.
fluxes that you can get. So there's a
It's
Flux
fun
board
for
game.
everyone.
Listen, I think the Flux board game takes the fun out of it because you got to have a board.
Well, you,
Yeah.
It's a lot of
That's
work.
true.
So we have Hulu. I think we have Olympus. We have Monty Python. We have Fairy Tale. We have Jumanji. We have Fantasy. We have Martian. We had Anatomy. I think that Noelle may have lost the pieces to that one. We have OG. I don't know if we have Doctor Who. We have Math. You hate Math Flux.
oh, because
No,
like
not
there can be an ultimate like never ending like saga to
Depending
that
on
game.
how you
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
We also love Oz Flux.
Oz
Oz
is
is
good.
top
Wizard of Oz
10.
is good.
So here's Across America Flux. We just got that. Holiday
Yeah.
Flux. That's the one we were just talking about.
Mm.
Marvel Flux. We have. We don't have the Star Trek Flux. We do have the SpongeBob Flux. It's pretty good.
SpongeBob is not bad. Yeah.
Star
SpongeBob's
Flux.
alright.
We haven't really played it much. But there's a shitload
But
of them.
Don't we have like the original, like one of the original fluxes?
We have a
that's
couple.
sealed
There's the
that we haven't
Alice
opened.
and then this is the Flux.
It's like worth a
remix.
lot of money, I think.
But so they're like $25 and under. This is another good.
Yeah.
We have Monster Flux. We have Pirate Flux. We have Drinking Flux, and
Oh,
we have Stoner Flux.
Stoner Flux.
Sorry, we don't have Drinking Flux. We
No,
have
no.
Stoner Flux.
We bought Drinking Flux.
We
for
bought
someone.
Drinking Flux as a gift.
Yeah.
For someone who turned 21.
recently.
Oh, yeah.
And for everyone who's not familiar, that would be our Nolan.
Mhm.
So, in
Hey,
any case,
buy me one of those hoverboard things, and I'll break my neck.
yeah, that's not you. Don't
A
have
Flux
insurance.
hoverboard.
You do not have health insurance right now.
It was
so there's that.
$89.
Oh, and they even have
breaking my
Flux
neck.
in Espanol.
Oh,
for our
Espanol.
Spanish-speaking friends. So as you can see, they go all the way from 40 up to 20 or even 32. But on average, they're about $20.
It's an affordable.
It's an affordable
fun
gift
game.
that's fun for the whole family, and you can
Mhm.
play it. Like, listen, I fucking love Cards Against Humanity, and I love Jackbox.
Well,
But fuck, are they not
we
appropriate?
we got past Cards Against Humanity, right? Because everybody plays like the worst thing you could possibly imagine. Ha ha ha.
Mhm.
But when we do Jackbox, we can use our
Oh, yeah.
inside jokes,
I was
and we
actually
can
thi-
use each other.
I was actually thinking that if the weather was shitty tomorrow, we might do a Jackbox game.
Oh.
Invite Charlie and
Oh, yeah.
Nolan and a
That
few other
might be
people.
fun.
That might be a fun way
Yeah.
to spend the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, favorite Christmas gifts. One of my favorite gifts was those photos that you had done of the kids and I, and it was
Yeah.
basically that Andy Warhol treatment to the
Yeah,
to the paintings.
well, it's funny now that you can do that with AI at a click of a button, but I had to like craft those back in the day.
So Doug had done them for all of the kids, and then he did one of us. It's been because my girls don't talk to me. I don't keep them up anymore. I don't even know what we did with them. Maybe we got rid of them because it was really
I don't
hard.
know.
It was
But they
really
were- I
heartbreaking
think-
for me,
I
but we
don't
just
know
kept
why.
we just kept the one of ourselves. And that was a favorite gift. Anything for me personalized, anything with photographs on it, that's like a thing for me. And I think that that's true for like most women. Like we're all sentimental and shit. So if you're a kid out there,
What about that nice Alex and Annie bracelet I bought?
you did not buy me an
No, I
Alex
didn't.
and Annie bracelet. I'm not that kind of girl.
Mm.
I am not that kind of girl. So I think for like women, like anything that is personalized, like photographs, framed, like anything thoughtful, people appreciate. People appreciate baked goods.
Oh,
yeah.
Let me ask you this, men, because one of the things that people love to buy men
yeah.
is
Socks and underwear.
wallets.
Wallets.
Do you want a wallet?
Yeah. No, I've had my same wallet
No
for a
one
while.
wants a wallet. Even if you think their wallet is hanging on by a string, they don't want a wallet. It's very personal. They need to pick it themselves. Unless you know specifically what kind of wallet they use. And they said, oh, I need a new wallet, which by the way, Doug does, but I'm not going to buy him a wallet. I'll be like, hey, do you want to buy a wallet?
Hold on
While
to
we're
that thing
at
forever.
a store, and we'll just go buy a goddamn wallet because it's personal. So what happens when you buy a man a wallet is he puts it either in his sock drawer or on his dresser for the next 10 years. Do not buy them a wallet.
This was actually, you learned this on the internet. That was,
I learned it on TikTok the other day, yeah. But then I thought about it and I was like, oh, they're right. I don't know who said it originally.
Well, the thing is, your wallet's got to fit your butt, kind of like it's got to be broken in. Yeah.
What if you could get a
a pre-broken
wallet that was
in.
a replacement for your butt if you didn't have a butt like Doug?
I don't have a butt, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying most men have.
What about the socks and underwear? You like the socks and underwear? It keeps you from having to buy it?
No, I don't like this. You know what? I think Christmas should be gifts that aren't like a need, right? It should be something above and beyond what you normally have.
So there's
every day.
a theory that people are doing right now that is something that you something
Oh, right. Yeah.
something you need. This is that people should start with their kids or could start with their kids. They don't have to. What you do is your choice. Something you need, something you read, something to wear, and something you want. So it's 4 gifts. That's like a good way to do Christmas.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
And so I think.
But
that's
nobody
a great
reads
way to do
anymore.
it. So what have been some of your favorite gifts?
I'm trying to
Wes?
think. Wes, go ahead. I'll
I have
buy
a
it.
couple in mind. Just some technology ones. More so like 1 year my iPhone was having like a hard time charging, and I got like a new phone because sometimes mine, after a while, for some reason, the charger used to like an electric charger, wireless charger.
Yeah,
those bastards.
was.
Yeah, those ports go bad sometimes.
And then a couple as a kid that I was remembering is like an electric scooter. Rode that around the neighborhood constantly, and just bikes.
That's
Those were
definitely-
always good gifts.
Yeah, bikes are good gifts. They're expensive though. Bikes have gotten crazy pricey.
Oh, I
Actually,
know.
it's funny. One of the things we talked about getting you was one of the Zach actually has one. It's the thing that converts your bike into an e-bike.
Oh.
So like sometimes if you want to be lazy,
Yeah.
you just hit the button and go. Woo!
Mhm.
Or it actually has hill assist, which is actually really cool. So
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
you put hill assist on
Mm.
and you just like you just pedal a
Pedal
little and
normal.
it just helps you.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Right.
And that would be great for me because like I would love to be biking,
Mm.
but I might run out of steam very quickly. And so like having the ability to just go zoom and zip back. So they sell kits that convert regular bikes into e-bikes, and then they sell all kinds of cool e-bikes at our favorite place.
Let's go.
And Trace says, yes, I'm so picky at my wallet. I found the kind Dad liked. I bought 5 at the same time and put them away for the next few Christmases because they were hard to find with the zipper inside. My dad said he would hide his Tuckies, which was his $100 bills. Can I get one of your dad's old wallets? Todd says, I can build you an electric bike.
That's right.
My future husband.
Oh yeah. That's
Right there. My future husband. I love you.
Todd, maybe we'll have you build one for Wes.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
we might have you do that. Actually, oh my God. I just wish we could take Todd everywhere with us. I want to take Todd everywhere with us because Todd's awesome. He can fix things. He's fun to be around.
Well,
and I want to take his daughter Paige with us everywhere because she's so cute.
yeah, she's pretty cute.
She's so cute. Please give her a big smooch
But
for
the
us.
thing is, like, Todd doesn't like, Todd's a little bit like Wes. He doesn't say much. He's easygoing, things like that.
He is pretty chill.
I was remembering a Christmas I had when I was a little kid, maybe like 2nd or 3rd grade. The Goodyear blimp came to town, and I
Oh.
freaked out. I'm like, what the hell is that thing? That is the coolest thing ever. It made the coolest noise. It was silver. It had like lights on it and stuff. And I'm like, this is the coolest thing. So we drove up to the Worcester airport. We took our picture in front of it and stuff like that. And I was like a little kid. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. So that Christmas, my mom had written to the Goodyear company, and they sent all these press photos, a big folder, brochures. They sent the blueprints from the blimp,
Wow.
all this stuff, right? So, but she also bought an inflatable blimp for my room, which was like 3 feet long. I got little blimp erasers, which I brought
Oh.
to school. All kind, any blimp toy you can imagine. That was like my whole
And then he married a
whole
blimp.
Christmas. No, don't denigrate yourself like that.
I'm a fat bottom girl. I mean,
You don't light up. You're not silver.
I do light up, and I'm not silver. You're silver enough for both of us.
All right.
And
So-
fat bottom girls,
so-
we make the rock and roll go round. Side note, quite possibly the opposite of a fat bottom girl. Tracy chimes in and says she is so cute,
Kate-
referring
Paige.
to Paige.
So,
but-
long story short, years later in the 90s, I'm working at Fidelity.
Mhm,
They're pitching Goodyear to try and get their 401k account.
mhm.
So I was on the team that would have done the spec creative. That's like, here's what your stuff would look like. And I tell everybody like that's on the team. I'm like, my mom sent away. I got all these. I still had them, all these press photos and all this stuff, and even the letter that's like, "Dear Mrs. Gear, thank you for your inquiry for your son."
No.
And so the Goodyear people came in. I present my work, and I said, "Oh, I have another thing to present." And I showed them the letter. I read them the letter, and showed them all this stuff from like the 70s, and they were like, "Holy, we don't even have that!" Like they didn't even have that stuff. So it was a really nice like sort of 360-degree moment with that. I still didn't get a ride in the goddamn blimp, and yeah,
We're
So-
working on it.
Mm.
We're apparently Bert Kreischer recently went in the blimp, and it goes straight up and then straight down.
yeah, it's.
And he was not a fan of
No,
that.
I think it would be somewhat terrifying to ride in a blimp, but it's got to be awesome. It's just got to be one of the greatest things.
What do you think, Wes? Would you go in a blimp?
I try it at least once, maybe.
I would like to read the lights on the Goodyear blimp.
Hmm.
They'd read "Ice Cube's a pimp." For those of you who are not familiar, that's
Oh,
from
that's
the
right.
song.
Yeah.
Even so,
I
the
would put,
night lights of the Goodyear blimp and it read "Ice Cube's a pimp." So would you like to hear some more gifts that people?
Oh
have?
yeah, yes. I'm sorry.
So Lila said a gift card when I had no food.
Mm.
That would be a gift from us. And you're welcome, Lila. It was our pleasure to help out. Which is funny because we help people even when we don't have to spare. We're like,
well, we were
"Oh."
gonna send you canned goods, Lila, but it
But
was
they
tough
weigh
to
too
ship.
much. No.
There's that can of black beans
And,
that we bought
you're-
and
yeah,
didn't
that's
use.
a big one. Tracy said free tires was the best gift when my parents for my parents when I could not afford them myself. That's a big
Mm.
one, is that people will like it's tough because like I always want to buy something like a gift for people that's fun that they'll enjoy, and I don't want to buy them something that they need. But if you're talking to somebody who's struggling, and a lot of people are struggling, particularly young people who are like just getting their first place, or they're trying to pay their bills, or
It's
they're
tough.
having
It's
car
tough out there,
issues.
folks.
If somebody asks for something that they need, give it to them. Give them something fun that you buy at the
See,
dollar
and here
store.
I was saying that people should get for Christmas what they need. Not what they need, but what like would be make them happy. But I totally agree.
But
with you.
if you need
Yeah, I
tires,
totally
and somebody
agree.
buys you tires, that shit makes you happy.
So basically, what I was saying, in a perfect world, where you don't need things, which is not.
But that's not
true,
realistic.
yeah.
And side note, if you need tires for your Jeep, just buy them off somebody on Marketplace who just bought souped up tires. If we buy our tires from like the tire shop, we're talking about like $1,600. But I bought them from Nick the Realtor. Shout out to Nick the Realtor, also team
Nick.
member at Rick Roof Easy, where they will give you a turkey and an AR-15 if you buy a roof.
Is that cool? Is that past like Thanksgiving now? They're only giving the
I'll have
gun
to
and
text
not
him
the
and ask him.
not the
I-
turkey.
I want the fucking turkey. And then I feel like it's a little excessive to shoot a turkey with an AR-15, but here you go. In any case, I bought tires from Nick, $420 delivered.
Mm.
Best money I ever
And you
spent.
made a nice friend.
And I made a nice
And
friend,
he's getting
and-
free plugs on the
and I'm
on the
happy
internet.
to plug his business. He's
Yeah.
a great guy. He and his wife have two beautiful children, I believe. Oh, I don't know if they had they own one of those med spas
Well, they
down
did.
in Naples.
Yeah,
I
they
think
did.
it
I
might have
don't know.
gotten like Hurricane Ian, but I could be wrong. Or maybe they sold it. I'm not sure what's going on with it.
Mm.
But some of the best gifts, like anytime your kids make you something, that's a good gift.
Yeah.
I think photographs are good things. God, I'm trying to think of like what else.
I think
got.
you know. What
I
what?
knew. I had as a child, my grandmother always had one of those ceramic Christmas trees, and a couple years ago, my buddy Zach bought
Gave you
me
a-
a white
yeah.
ceramic Christmas tree.
Mhm.
You bought me a Joe Bob Briggs
I
action
did.
figure.
Yeah. You told me not to buy anything. I bought you that last.
And
year.
you got me the Sleepaway Camp autograph.
I did. I did.
So it's personalized things. Doug is really into collectibles. It's not my jam, but if you can get me a signed autograph picture from Sleepaway Camp, that's pretty awesome. I also have Christopher Walken's autograph, which you don't see every day. So
Nope.
I'm pretty happy about that Doug got for me. It's like personalized things, and like I think it's okay to give someone something that you really like or you really appreciate. But I think also think like, oh, would they really like this?
Right. Right. Yeah. I was thinking
Sure.
about how the other person.
I have a
Like, don't give somebody a puppy
yeah,
because
well,
that's
you should
just
not-
here's a
No,
lot of
pets-
work.
pets. You can't give somebody a 15-year commitment as a gift unless like if it's your own child, that's different. Tracy says, as an adult, I buy most of what I need now, so I like surprises and creativity in my gifts, and Becky is really good at that. Yeah, we don't really buy each other gifts, but I bought last week I bought Doug binoculars. I was like, here, binoculars. Oh, the other day I bought you bath oil.
You did.
If I see something he
I
likes, or he'll
I
use,
like to be oily.
he
No,
is
no,
oily.
It's a special like calming
bath oil one that actually, Wes, you should try that while you're
Oh,
using
they have the scrub.
Nolan loves to take
no,
baths
not
when
the
he
scrub.
comes-
It's a stuff you put in the water, and it's supposed to
nice.
calm you like in some weird way, and
Remember
it
Sounds
does.
good.
Remember that scene in The Wizard of Oz with the cowardly lion at the
Oh, yeah,
beauty
and they- yeah,
salon,
yeah.
and then you got the Tin Man getting all ironed out and the straw man getting stuff. We're gonna do that with Wes.
We're gonna
We're
stuff
gonna
him with straw.
Put him in an oily bathtub, scrub him down with some cinnamon sugar, maybe put
That's
some.
When Nolan was here, he's like,
Cream
I'm
on.
taking a bath. So we set him up with the lavender and the oil, the salt and stuff like that. It's very relaxing.
Did you do Chinese Doug herbal spa? And bath?
Oh no, like it did. Who can't do that on
So in any case, doTERRA, so I use doTERRA essential oils. I don't sell them. Technically I could because I have a wholesale membership. What I've done is find ways to get free shit out of them because I'm all about making the deals. And so Doug really enjoys the adaptive bath oil. So I bought 3 bottles.
That's
of
because
that.
I'm all things to all people.
He is not all things to all people. He tries to be all things to all people, and then he ends up miserable. That's what happens when you try to be all things to all people. There's only one person in this world that you need to make happy. Wes, who do you need to make happy?
Yourself.
That's right. Wesley knows.
Yeah.
Douglas,
I'm all things to all people.
shut up.
And
Your
myself.
kid is smarter than you. You're
Right.
not all things.
He is smarter than me.
Let me tell you, when you're trying
Tell
to
you
be
that
all
much.
things to all people, you are making everyone but yourself happy. And you may be not actually making other people happy.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So the adaptive bath oil, it's like small little bottle, but what does it last you a long
I
time?
liked it better when we were talking about blimps than you were.
I understand.
talking
We're
about
talking
me-
about Christmas.
Oh, no,
We're
no,
supposed
yeah.
to be talking about Christmas. Do you want to buy someone a blimp for Christmas?
I'd have a personal blimp in a minute if they were available.
Okay. Wow. So doTERRA, if you have a wholesale membership, it's a great place to go. Oh my God, stop. If you have a doTERRA membership, or even get one, it's a great place to go to get stocking stuffers and healthy alternatives. Like right now, so I use the LRP program, which is like a rewards program, and you get free stuff. So right now, if you do a 200-point order, you get a free bottle of frankincense. Frankincense, super expensive.
Delivered to the baby Jesus
Yeah,
by one of the 3
you
wise
can
men.
actually get frankincense and a myrrh through doTERRA. And yeah, if it's good enough for the baby Jesus.
And if you go on Craigslist, you can have some guy come over your house and drum for you.
but you don't want to know what kind of sticks they use. So
Drum, quote unquote.
Okay, so we got we covered the bath oil, mystery gifts for
I'm trying to
you.
think, yeah.
What I'm trying to think of stuff that we use constantly that would make good gifts for people.
Oh, cast iron pan.
Anybody who is is an apartment or they don't have one already, cast iron pan's a great gift.
Yeah.
Nolan
They're
wanted
so
an
good.
air fryer recently. I think I thought everybody had an air fryer by now, but not everybody.
I thought they were
does.
standard issue. I thought they came.
You have
in-
a double air fryer at home, right, Zach? Wes?
Yeah, there's like 2 drawers. You can
Oh.
put 2 sets
Oh,
chicken
That's
wings.
fancy as
nice.
fuck.
We
Yeah.
did fries recently.
Yeah, those are
Another
good,
one.
Yeah.
They're
Another
like the Be Good fries.
Another one that's a
Mhm.
good gift. I know people like to give throw blankets, and I think throw blankets are always a good gift.
Mm.
But the heated
electric
throw,
throws are good.
yeah.
oh, that's a good.
And you can only
one.
get them this time of year.
Well, you
Like,
can get
try
them,
and get an electric throw
you
in July.
You can get them all
Mm,
year.
Not gonna be fun.
You can get them all year, but they triple in price.
Oh.
So if you think that you might want an electric,
So buy like
throw-
3 of them, and then
that's-
when
I
they
hear
break,
one year I went to Job Lot and I bought 10.
yeah,
we
remember,
gave
and
them
we
to
gave them
everybody.
out. Yeah,
That's one thing that I'll do is I'll be like, okay, I'll try to do like a gift for the whole family.
Yeah.
So so and I think that the trampoline I got for the neighbors is kind of a gift for the whole family.
that's
But
for the whole family.
one year I gave everyone squatty potties, which is a fun gift for the whole family. And that's only they're like $30.
Yeah.
I have the travel squatty potty, highly recommend it. We take it whenever we travel. Can't move without it. And then
And I don't know, a little travel tip: bring your own toilet paper.
we do. We
'cause
bring our own
you
toilet
know,
paper and our own squatty potty. And the other thing I gave every 1 year was a bidet.
You did, yeah.
So my friends must think I'm crazy. You guys already knew. Squatty Potty actually makes a bidet. If you really like someone, you could get them the bidet Squatty Potty combo.
Oh, it's a combo.
Wow.
Cheryl says, "Hello, Cheryl. Hey guys, miss your faces. doTERRA, best oils ever. Absolutely. And we may see you on Sunday.
I think she's still traveling. They've been on a cruise.
What are you doing,
Cheryl,
Cheryl?
you guys gonna be
Oh.
back because we may or may
Yeah,
not go
what the
on
hell?
Sunday. Wesley is a goddamn Patriots fan.
Yeah.
And yet, but he likes it when like people like ring bells and yell and
Yeah, he likes
chants
nonsense.
and stuff.
He
so
enjoys
it's good nonsense.
As a matter of fact, I'm a little bummed that I don't know if Elvin's going to sneak in or not, but
Yeah, I don't know,
banned
but-
Elvin making a spectacle of
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah,
Make
but-
his day. Cheryl, will you be back in time for the Bills game on Sunday?
yeah, let us know.
Excuse me.
It's a 4:30 game, so we're like we've never been to a 4:30 game, so we don't know when to go.
Oh, yeah.
Kind
Oh,
of a thing.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, I had
when
no idea
like
what time.
normally we have to go like 11.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, she's not going. Oh,
No, not this week. She's on freaking vacation.
why is she? Why is she so
Since we
high and
have
mighty on
known-
vacation? All of a
Since we have
sudden?
known the woman, I have
Yeah.
learned two things about Cheryl. One,
Yeah.
she knows how to style it up in support of the Bills.
Yes,
She got
does.
cute
She
little
does.
Bills
She's
dresses,
got, like,
cute
the-
little Bills flip flops,
the toenail polish or whatever. I remember
She is
toe rings,
a super fan.
flip flops.
She should get to
Yeah.
have sex with Josh Allen just for dressing that way. Sorry to your husband. But anyway, and then she's always on vacation. They've been adventuring.
well,
they came down to
They
Florida.
live in
and
they live in large.
good for you, girl.
Those
You
guys.
deserve it.
They're awesome.
Good for you. You deserve
Um,
it. And so I don't know. So Cheryl, what's the best gift you've ever gotten? She says, I agree.
She agrees with the
She-
Josh
she-
Allen part. Probably.
Listen, I think you're gonna have to get in line behind Doug because if it makes him sleep with Josh Allen, it's him. Billy said, Billy Cock, one of my favorite friends. I asked the two questions. The first one was the best gift. I only got two answers to that one, but the best one was, what is your favorite holiday tradition? And my friend Billy said, not giving gifts. And that's kind of become
Oh.
my favorite tradition because it's so fucking stressful. So but I wanted to just come up with like maybe
Not very Christmassy. But
let's rapid fire out some gift ideas for people. So we'll go one,
Or
we'll just go
tradition
one
ideas.
after another. No, we'll go to tradition
Okay.
next. So one item after another. So you can't go wrong with snacks.
I was going to say homemade Chex Mix because you give somebody a homemade Chex Mix.
They're pretty happy.
It's fantastic.
Wes, what's a gift that somebody could give you that you give you or someone else that you think that they would like?
Gift card.
Gift card.
Amazon, something like
Gift
that.
card, Amazon. Everybody likes Amazon.
Yeah.
And you can get discounted gift cards often through Costco. I think photograph is always a nice gift. Anything personalized, especially if somebody has a name. Like, when you go to places and they have like the little car license plates or like
Mhm.
pencils with names on them. If somebody has a name that is not popular,
Right. Yeah.
get them something with their name on it that makes them so happy. Make sure you spell their name. Cheryl says homemade gifts are my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Doug, what else?
Scratch tickets.
Oh, everybody loves
Everybody loves some
scratchers.
scratch,
Wes?
especially when they win.
What about like fresh baked cookies or something like
Mm,
that?
Yeah,
yeah,
fresh
that's a
baked,
homemade
baked
thing.
cookies.
Homemade.
Do you have a favorite kind of cookies that people make you?
Chocolate chip.
Oh, chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Even more than Grandma Gear's cookies?
Oh.
Possibly.
Possibly. He's like, fuck you, Grandma. That's okay. She's here, not here. She can't do anything about it. I'm gonna go with the Ranadon Spot is a great gift for just about anybody. It's like I said, little portable speaker. Ranadon.com. Shout out to Uriel. That's a great little gift for just about anybody.
I'm going to say a gift certificate to Doug Gear's album to download it when it comes out.
Wes, what do you got?
I like slippers for the house.
Well,
Oh, slippers.
Yeah.
Do not send me slippers. I live in
yeah,
Florida.
I live in
But
Florida.
if you live in New England, I like a good pair of Ugg slippers because those things are warm as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I think slippers are a good one. I think actually I was talking to my little chiropractor friend about this, and we were talking about how we like to go to do something with someone.
Yeah.
And I want to do something. And it was funny because my hot ass neighbor Jen had mentioned doing something with the girls instead of buying them something.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, I'm happy to do something. I'll do something with them anytime that I feel up to it. But they're at the age where like it's cool to buy them something. They're gonna get super excited about it, and they'll remember that we bought it for them. So as they get older, we'll do more and more stuff with them. But being able to just buy them that was nice. So I'm gonna go with any toy. You have, when you're buying for children, you have options. You can buy them something that they probably already have, their parents already bought for them. You can check with their parents, or you can buy them something that will make the parents hate you forever. And it really depends on what your relationship is with that person. So like, say for the sake of argument, maybe one day Wes and or Nolan has children. They can buy their brother's children drum sets, fingerprints, stuff like that, just to piss off their brother, like, because that's what the cool uncle does, right?
I may have done that.
But I actually checked first with my neighbor before I bought the trampoline. So there's that. What do you got?
I have a couple things, but we were talking about today, and it's a little bit on Wes's thing, but those butter cookies that come in the blue tin, the Dansk. But yeah, we were just talking
They're
about
not
that.
expensive.
I would get that. And
They also have at Costco.
very much along those lines is one of those giant oversized things of popcorn.
Oh, Wes
Oh,
loves
yeah,
those.
yeah,
Love that thing. That's
What
so
else you
good.
got, Wes?
I like a laptop or something.
Oh yeah.
Well,
To your point, electronics. I mean,
Right,
so Apple Watches, Apple Pencil, iPad, laptop. But electronics can be personal. So sometimes people.
They can be expensive.
So you kind of want to know what like the person's into
Yeah,
before you buy that. The other thing I think is find out what hobby somebody has and get them something that's like custom to that hobby. So like, but the thing that's funny about it is so many things are personal. It's like Doug's a guitarist. So I got him the pick punch at one point, which is like a thing you punch
you make
your own pick.
a guitar pick out of any like a
Old credit card
or
a
a record. Yeah, anything you can.
But you never really used it.
I never used it because I'm kind of picky about the thickness and stuff.
Picks.
Because if your pick is too thick, you must have quit. No, if your pick is too thick, you'll break strings and I don't know. So that is a very personal thing, but it's really cool to make picks out of cool stuff.
So I think it's good to get them something personalized, but maybe talk to somebody who shares that hobby with them. So like if you're going to buy something for a guitarist and they're like, hey, I was thinking about buying my husband this pick punch, they're going to be like, no, don't get them that. And it was funny because when I bought your microphone, I actually reached out to Brent because he's a musician, and I said, hey, what kind of microphone should I get him? And he sent me a link for
$3,000 Neumann
massager.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. And he said, this
funny.
is the only microphone I know anything about, which is really funny because I went and then sent them one.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's the kind of friend I am. I have no idea what they
That's
did
called
with
a comebacker.
but it's a good idea to ask, what do you got?
I saw something, and I think this is a fantastic gift, and I don't know if anybody will agree with me, but they make like a little hard drive thing that you plug in your phone to back up your photos so that you don't have to use the cloud. So you actually have a copy of the stuff that's on the cloud. I think that's a good gift.
Yeah, it is a good gift. Wes, what you got?
I got one of those scented candles.
Oh, scented candles.
Like Yankee Candle.
So I used to give scented candles to everybody.
Yeah, but now you're
But now I'm anti-scented candle because
Okay.
the fragrance isn't it's not healthy for you, but there are healthy scented candles. So
Sure.
if you like the person, you might want to research what the ingredients of the candle are before you give it to them, because the Yankee Candle and the Bath and Body Works candles, as much as I have given them to people for years as gifts, they actually have some yucky chemicals in them. So essential oils are a good one. Homemade healthy candles. Oh, and anything that you buy from a small business is an excellent gift. I think.
Yeah.
Because you're supporting a local economy. What else you got? Anything?
I now that I'm thinking about like the popcorn and the cookies and stuff, I'm just thinking about like all the
Food,
stuff
it's
that
just
you have
food.
at Christmas that you don't have usually in the other, like
Well, we're getting there.
the little cream de mints.
We're getting
Those
there.
are,
But,
okay.
oh,
all
but
right.
you want to give the Andes mints? Andes
I might get
mints
the
are a
Andes
great gift.
mint. Yeah, I might give
Yeah.
Andes mints.
People,
yeah.
you know what the other thing people like, and it's not for everybody, obviously, but like people like the little nips.
Yeah,
People like
oh,
a
yeah,
bottle
yeah.
of wine. We used to buy the holiday bottles of Prosecco,
Yes,
which are a
right,
great
used to
gift.
give
They're
those out.
like $10. They're decorative bottles. I can't remember the name of the company that does it, but they do these beautiful decorative bottles, and it's a nice gift for anybody because everybody wants mimosas on Christmas morning. So I'm gonna pull it up if I can find it. What else you got, Doug?
I
Anything?
don't know, Wes. What do you got?
Or like an engraved like photo, like
Yes,
have those,
anything
yeah.
engraved is always a good thing.
Oh, you know what? There's another thing that is a really cool gift that I would, because we're all, we live in different states. It's one of those electronic photo frames that the other person can like
Oh yeah,
put
that's
like
a good
cool
one.
photos on or like change it. And so you'd be like walking around and all of a sudden, bloop, and then you put some embarrassing photo on there. It'd be very funny.
I just wanted to share.
But they're a Wi-Fi photo frame or something like that.
So there's the holiday Prosecco right there.
Mhm.
Not that everybody, but that's what the bottle looks like. And it like went away off the screen. But anyway, you can get the decorative holiday Prosecco bottle, $13.99. Can't beat
It's
that.
not a bad.
I don't even know
little
how to stop
something.
sharing that.
I think you hit stop sharing.
So the holiday Prosecco, what was Wes just said the frames and so you said the frames
yeah, engraved stuff.
Photos.
engraved,
stuff like
anything
that.
engraved, anything personalized. I think those are all good things. And so then of course people asked about traditions. So favorite holiday traditions.
Oh.
I used to like baking cookies, but it's too much for me. So now I like eating cookies. The cookies that your mom made, especially.
Yeah, well, our tradition was like was Christmas Eve at our house, and we'd open get every bunch of people come over, and we'd all just open presents, and everybody there were so many people, like just George, Court would come over, Brian Gosel would come over. It was always great. It was always Christmas Eve was the thing to look forward to, and then Christmas Day was kind of a nothing, that was the big stuff. So
Wes, do you have a favorite holiday tradition?
Tradition. I don't know. We haven't done this like every year. Sometimes attending like a service, and you like get to sing a little bit.
Oh, that's a good
on, like,
idea.
Christmas Eve.
yeah, that's not a bad thing.
I was too traumatized by Christmas pageants.
Oh, no.
I was in the Christmas pageant at my church when I was in middle school because I went to Catholic school, so it was a church and school, and I threw up on the altar in front of 500 people.
Oh.
So
I once went to something called the Slut Cracker. It was a burlesque version of the Nutcracker.
I don't know if I would do that. Trace says, "Oh my God, I miss a good mimosa. I cannot have any carbonation." Girl, just do it with like regular wine. Just throw some white wine in there.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Because all Prosecco is, or most champagne, it's sparkling wine. So just do it flat.
Just shake it real good,
No, do not shake it real good, you lunatic.
like a Polaroid picture.
So okay, I'm just gonna rapid fire some of my favorite
all right,
traditions.
go.
Okay.
So I love so I'm kind of Christmased out, to be completely frank with you, because my friend Donna was here and I love her, but she wanted to listen to Christmas music and look at Christmas lights every fucking day. And Christmas is like not my favorite time of the year. So one of my favorite things to do is to support people that don't really have anybody at Christmas. That's a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to watch bad horror movies like Santa Jaws on Christmas.
Maybe we watch Santa Jaws.
We love playing Holiday Flux, which we do every Christmas. I love listening to Christmas in a Hollis blaring in the Jeep and driving around in Florida. I used to love to go to La Salette. I do like to look at Christmas lights. We were just at the Edison Ford estate, and I didn't do the walking around because I couldn't do it. I just stayed in the car. I was really not feeling good.
So
but
she
the
sent
guys
us
did it.
to go in there.
That was beautiful.
And then there's so many beautiful Christmas lights displays in Cape Coral. And if you want, we can
We could drive around some night.
we can share them with you, but they're on the Cape Coral page. And I think if you look on Wink News, you can do it. Tracy says, but I like the bubbles. So here's what you do. Okay. You can't have the bubbles, but you like the Prosecco. So what you do is you fart, or you go do it in a tub with lots of bubbles. Then you have your bubbles.
Or just take a Alka-Seltzer. Can't even do that.
No,
You gotta wait till
or do it with a little bath bomb. Tracy says yes. Halloween should be twice a year instead of Christmas. I kind of agree
I
with you.
disagree with that.
She says more dead things more often.
I'm gonna disagree with
I
that
don't think-
because of the Rudolph Christmas special.
yeah.
watching Christmas movies like the Rudolph Christmas special.
It's all good.
Decorating the tree.
I used to like having like because we'd have ornaments on our tree that were on my mom's tree with her growing up. We had because back then you had the bigger lights that gave off heat. There were little stars with the propellers in them, so the rising heat from the bulb would spin them. And I think my brother Steve still has those. And then another thing that I do, and this is if you guys are looking for an unbelievable Christmas CD, I have my own little tradition. This CD is called Merry Christmas, The Players. Now, the Players were two guys from a band called Roxy Music, Phil Manzanera and Andy McKay. This album is so good. It reminds me of playing woodwinds, for one, and then the guitar work is excellent. And you can hear like the wind go through. You can hear the reeds, and you can hear the register key kicking in and stuff like that. It's just beautiful. So if anybody was interested in that, let me know, and I will send you a link to buy it. It's kind of like Celtic-ish, like old kind of just guitar and reed instruments, and it's fantastic. It's one of my little traditions. I listen to it every year. Even on headphones, I'll do it.
And Tracy says, laughing my ass off, Tiny Bubbles.
In the wine.
Wes, do you have any other traditions that you think of?
Traditions. I've thought about things that I've done before, like the shopping before, to get ready for it.
Do you like shopping? Do you like wrapping?
Yeah, I like wrapping.
I love wrapping.
Filling the stockings.
Filling stockings.
You mean like how Santa fills the stockings?
Yeah,
Santa?
sometimes I fill them now for other people. So
there you go.
Yeah.
That's really
so now
nice
you're
of
Santa. You have taken the reins,
right?
I think Wesley's. You guys should start a tradition where every Christmas you both grow beards and you get all Santa-y.
Well, there is a shortage of Santas. I could kind of.
There is a shortage of Santas.
Yeah. Santa.
One of my favorite Christmas traditions was always that my daughter Noelle would snow on her birthday, but if it didn't snow on her birthday, I would always make it snow for her. And so that was one of my favorite traditions. I miss that a lot. And then another one of my favorite traditions is what we do every instead of an advent calendar, we buy scratchers for the whole month of December. And we have like every night we do a scratcher together, and it's kind of our thing. And we won $130.
That's as white trash Christmas you can have.
Right there. Yeah.
No, I think those are good gifts.
And then I have another tradition. Another one that I really like is Christmassy. Like you have like you're celebrating, you open one gift, like you're all festive or whatever. And then Christmas morning, you hang out in your PJs until you're done being in your PJs, and you order Chinese food. And then when you're done with that, you go to the movies just like you're Jewish. And I think it's the best one.
Yeah.
Well, I actually
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work in a movie theater, so sometimes I'd have to work on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Can you think of any other?
We're very busy.
Any other Christmas traditions that are coming to you guys?
Oh, geez. Stockings were always good.
I like to individually wrap the items in the stocking, and this is why. There was years there where I was a single mom with 4 kids and didn't have a lot of money. And so I wanted to make Christmas last as long as possible. So one year I even individually wrapped M&Ms so my kids would have to open them. And Tori got pissed and just took them into the trash. But I was trying to do something like so that they had a lot to open and wanted them to feel special. So it's one of my favorite traditions.
Maybe she thought it was a cruel joke.
She probably thought me being her mother.
This is a cruel joke.
I think she still thinks me being her mother is a cool joke. And Trey says, "Oh, I like those traditions." And then I like what a lot of people are doing now, where they have like family games, and I like a good Yankee swap. Or white out, like where you get the gift and then somebody else can steal it. I think that's fun.
I've only done that a few times at the office, kind of a thing.
Me too. Trace said, Christmas Eve, Becky and I used to make hot cocoa and drive around looking at lights. I think I'm gonna have some hot cocoa tonight because my throat hurts.
Well,
we'll be festive. It's like cold. Well, here's what we should do. We should have 3 hot chocolates and put our feet in the pool.
Winter or summer.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for Nolan to send me his schedule so we can see if we're going to fly him down again over
at some point. Yeah,
because he has a little Christmas break right now. So one thing I wanted to talk about was what could we do to help? So a lot of people are really stressed out this holiday.
Yes.
So what are some tips you have for people to not get stressed out?
Give everybody a car. You get a car. And you oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That wasn't us.
I think that what you can do for Christmas is make a donation to charity. So just like take, like, say $100 and or more,
whatever you
500,
can
whatever
afford.
you can afford, $10, $20, and donate it to a charity that you like, and tell everyone who's on your list, I made a donation to this charity for Christmas.
What if you don't agree with the charity?
Well, then you can suck it.
What if
in.
you're like, I don't like orphans?
So we did. Well, like, so we used to always buy for your office. We used to always buy Prosecco for
we
everybody.
did, but
And
then a
during
couple
COVID,
years, yeah,
And during COVID, we couldn't do that because, I mean, we could have, but
we're gonna.
we weren't going to see them. So what we did instead was we made a donation to Situate Community Christmas, which is a community organization that provides Christmas to people. We've also adopted families. One year we adopted Lila's friends from Kentucky. We bought for that entire family. Like we did stuff like that. Tracy said I had one chat that entire hour. Wow.
Well,
That's why you came
hey.
here.
Price of chat just went up.
So I also like the idea.
I'm sure they got your undivided attention. Yeah. What mental health issue? Okay. No, I'm just
back
making.
to
I'm
the
just
removing stress around the holidays. So say to people, we're not traveling this year. We're not traveling. Like we're not up to it. It's too much for us to travel. It's okay to say you want to spend the day home in your pajamas. Or you could do a pajama Christmas where everybody just wears their pajamas and then nobody has to get dressed up. It's all laid back. You could do gift bags. Buy a fuckload of gift bags. Don't wrap anything. Just shove it in fucking gift bags. That'll help reduce some of your stress. What else? Delegate.
if there's someone you don't like, go to the dollar store, get a bunch of like food that's about to expire,
Oh, jeez.
throw it in a gift bag from the
That's
dollar
not going to
store.
reduce your stress. We're trying to talk about things that will reduce your
That's
stress.
make you feel real good though.
It doesn't feel good to
No,
hurt
I'm just
people.
teasing people. Come on.
Okay, so you could
Well,
buy less, get together with people. Trace says every 5 years around Christmas, I cut off all my hair and donate it to Wigs for Kids.
Oh.
Side note, Locks for Love is they're actually they sell the wigs. There's another one that doesn't, but you really want to make sure you're researching the company and that you send the hair in yourself, because I'm telling you, most hairstylists, they don't have the time or patience to send your hair in. I can't tell you how many people are like, they give you your hair and you're like, what do you want me to do with this? It's not enough to do anything with. It has to be 12 inches. And it does not have to be virgin hair, but it has to be healthy hair.
Oh.
Virgin hair is untreated hair. I think that that's really nice of you, Tracy.
It's untreated.
That's nice.
But that bit of information was not for you. It was for the world.
Yeah.
Of course, you know.
You know your
What other
wig.
things could people do? Oh, order takeout. Eat.
yeah, support local restaurant.
Eat mac and cheese. Like, don't stress yourself out about cooking. Like, that's like the great thing about Jewish Christmas is where you're doing Chinese takeout, you don't have to cook.
That's true.
But here's the thing, like sometimes that food creates the memories too, like the meal.
Maybe,
creates
but I'm
memories.
talking
But,
about how
yeah,
how people
but
can reduce
if
their
you want to
stress.
scale it back.
How can you reduce your stress? See, but here's the thing: people put, especially moms, they put so much pressure on themselves. So when you say something like "food makes the memories," they're like, "Oh my god, I have to be
Yeah,
perfect." And like, I know that there's, you know, how many billion moms are there in the world? 3/4 of those moms are completely stressed out about.
Well,
Christmas.
that's a societal problem.
And most of the
not-
dads get off. I mean, no
not a
offense,
Christmas problem.
no offense to the dad in the room, but most of the dads get off easy, and the women do absolutely everything. Although you've always been like involved. I mean, I handle most stuff now, but because you're handling so many other things, like our just.
Hey, I cooked dinner tonight.
He takes care of me 24 hours a day, and so I do things like handle our finances, do the shopping, plan
we do plenty of things.
trips. That's what I do. I don't know what other thing. Oh, I know. You can set boundaries with people. That's like a big thing, like where people get stressed out about dealing with their families or whatever. Setting boundaries and saying, you know, no, thank you, or saying, you know, sorry, I gotta go. Like if you're feeling uncomfortable in a situation, like yes, you know, you should see your family on the holidays, but if seeing your family,
that's the easy button right there.
you
You're
got like
out.
a little. You got a little family hate button,
Family
and
hate.
your family's driving you fucking crazy, and you just don't want to be there. You say, you know what, I've got to get going. So great to see you. Bye. Your uncle asks you when you're planning on having a baby, says something homophobic, says something racist, whatever it is. You can say,
Yeah, nope.
No, thank
No
you.
bueno.
No, thank you.
What if? I think we should have a segment on what not to buy people for Christmas.
Well, maybe, but I was just trying to figure out what ways to make Christmas easier. You can't think of any ways to make Christmas less stressful.
Don't buy your wife Ozempic.
Yeah, do not buy your wife Ozempic. But
Don't buy her
can we-
vacuum.
but not. We're still finishing up this topic. We can move on to that one next. Can we finish our one topic? Do you have any other ideas for ways to save stress?
Ways to save stress. Noise canceling headsets for screaming kids running around.
I'm trying to be serious.
I'm sorry. I got giggly with the stuff not to buy.
So I was trying to be serious and help people not get like.
That's the yin and the yang of our characters. You're very serious. You like to help people. I like to make people laugh. Don't buy your wife a scale.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Do whatever you wanna
No,
do.
I
Go ahead.
can't stop.
Do what you want to do.
And don't be funny because your wife doesn't like that.
It's not that I don't like that you're being
I'm
funny. but I
sorry.
was
You were trying to
I'm
help. I know you were trying to help. I
people
feel
because
terrible.
I'm like I'm listening to women talk about how stressed out they are
Yeah.
about the holidays and how overwhelmed they are and how they're not sleeping and how they're spending money and how they're stressed about money.
Yeah.
and the whole nine yards.
holidays
So
are
I'm
not
like
nice.
legitimately trying to help
Yeah.
people, and you want to make a joke about it. That's okay.
No, I'm not making jokes about it, but I'm making jokes about the things to not get, and they just
I
create
understand
a
that, but
family
we could do that
disaster.
as another.
All right. I'll ice that for now.
Which is,
That was funny.
and so my point is that
Still laughing about. I'm still thinking of all right, we're doing it a different night because it's funny.
we can do it tonight. I just want to wrap up
Okay,
this
all right,
topic
wrap up your topic.
before we start something new. Jesus. I'm done. Do what you want to do. I don't care. Go ahead. I'll tell you.
Don't buy your spouse. Don't buy your child a pet chimp. Would not be good. Don't enroll him in a. Good. You can't go off the show. She's still here, folks. You can't put yourself back on the show. I'm not going to talk.
I was trying to do something serious.
I know you were, and I was a
But
jerk
why
about
can't
it.
you ever not be
I
a
have
dick?
no idea. It's a Christmas season. All right, you're not helping people like that. Put yourself back on stage. Go.
I'm not helping anyone. I can't help them because you're being an idiot.
Oh, that was funny. I thought it was funny.
Okay, well,
All right.
glad for you.
Mm.
Go ahead, do your funny.
I'm done with my funny.
Oh, it's only funny when you're interrupting your wife.
No, it's not only funny when I'm interrupting my wife.
Anyway, do what you want to do. This Christmas, I'm going to go to bed because I feel like shit and my husband's a dick.
Wow. That's not nice. Are you going to get the thing you threw in the pool?
No, I'm not. I'm going to throw you in the
rust
pool.
in there, and then you have no bell. Attack again. Some sort.
Something's going on over
Oh
there.
yeah, it's excitement in the.
All right,
neighborhood.
well, I really don't feel
Anyways,
good.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade. I know you were trying to help people, and I should have tabled my nonsense.
Well,
for
I just
another-
wanted you to table it long enough
Mm.
to have the conversation to finish what the point I had, and
Mm.
then you could have the next 2 hours to talk about it. But now you have nothing to say.
I got nothing to say now. I feel bad. I feel bad for Christmas.
Okay.
It's my new guilt for Christmas.
Wes, do you have any ideas of things that the gifts that you should not buy people?
It's not buy people the cleaning stuff for the kitchen. I don't know.
Oh.
Like bad gifts.
A scrub
Yes,
daddy.
I'll tell you right now a gift that you can give anybody
Mm.
that they would appreciate: a clean house.
Oh, a clean house. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
If
a good,
you want to do something like, and to the point of, we were talking about stress-free holidays, like things that you can do to like reduce anyone else's stress for the holiday. That's an amazing gift. Like
Yeah.
that would mean more to me than a Ferrari. Like if you could clean my fucking kitchen and keep it clean, oh my God, I would lose my mind. I think like sending over like a lasagna, like a casserole or something, people appreciate that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Asking what can I do to
what
help?
can I do to eat?
What can I do to help? Things you should not give them, to your point. Do not give cleaning products unless they specifically ask for it. Do not give weight loss or beauty products unless they specifically ask for it. If you don't know someone's size, do not give them clothes. If you know their size, clothes still kind of questionable. What else would you say not to give people?
Oh my God.
Gifts that require maintenance. Do not
Oh.
give a gift that does, if it needs batteries, you got to give the batteries.
Yeah.
At least if it's for a child,
Mm,
because they want to play with it.
Right.
You got to give the batteries.
yeah.
Here's the question. I have a legitimate question. If you buy someone's child a gift
Yes.
and that gift requires assembly,
Mm.
are you required to assemble it?
No. But you should take that into in consideration when you give the gift. Like, who in their life can assemble this with ease? Is it going to cause more stress, which we're talking about reducing stress?
Yeah. So the trampoline that we bought for the neighbors,
Oh.
we might be in trouble for that one because you could go over and help put it together though.
Two guys not following directions.
That's a great combination.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
It-
gonna
yeah.
get here barely. It's either gonna get here barely in time or right after Christmas. So
That's all right. Will it be the exclamation point on that Christmas?
I hope so. And then so I can't think of anything else not to give.
I
people.
was just thinking that, well, like, you ever like get a gift from somebody and then they tell you what it's for? Like,
Yeah.
You like that?
well, it's like, if I don't know what it's for, then it might not be a great, like, somebody, you unwrap this thing, it's a box of baking soda. Oh, that's for your fridge to keep it nice and fresh smelling. But like, I don't know, like things that's just an example.
Well, you
That's
shouldn't
never
give
happened.
people gifts with strings attached.
Right.
That's not really a gift. But if it's something like that you put thought into, like, hey, listen, I'll take whatever I can get. I don't want anybody to buy me anything. Don't just
know.
be stress free.
Nobody.
We don't need any
Stress
gifts.
free.
I mean, if you want to like throw money my way, that's cool. But
No.
I really don't need any gifts. I don't need any gifts. I've got we're actually trying to figure out what we're gonna do on Christmas.
We don't know.
Really know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
The pajama
but,
thing sounds pretty good though.
Maybe, but that's what we did last year and it didn't go so well.
Mm.
So I don't know, but we will be live on Christmas for the people that are feeling lonely. We'll probably play Jackbox again.
Yeah, well, you never
That
know
might
what
be
we're
a way
gonna
to
do.
it. So we'll figure it out. And I don't know, it's 9:14 and the weekend is coming.
Yeah.
Do you have anything, Wes? You're here and you're not always here. Do you have anything that you want to share with the world today?
No, not really.
Do you want to give a quick review of
Of
the
the
Edison
Edison?
estate? Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of good lights. We were going like right at dusk, so it wasn't like completely dark yet, but you could still appreciate the lights. And then the houses, they were just magnificent to look at.
Magnificent.
They were
Yeah.
built in like the 1800s.
Yeah, there was a lot of in
so,
that
yeah.
McGregor area. There's a lot of really cool homes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the lady was telling us that like it was
Mhm.
nothing there. It was like just cow pasture and stuff. And then she said that they took all that cattle, moved it down to like where the Sanibel Bridge is, and sent them to Cuba, which is where they got all their meat from or something. It was really
Very
interesting. And that
And they
Did they-
showed the surge from Hurricane Ian last year.
yeah, it was up to what, about here?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a shoulder length.
That was craziness. Actually, you have that picture. You could share it.
I could.
While Doug pulls up the picture demonstrating exactly how tall the water ran on Sanibel not in Sanibel, at the Edison estate during Hurricane Ian.
Mhm.
I want to give a big shout out to my friend from a million years ago, Chris. Chris had a birthday today. I believe he turned 48. Happy birthday, Chris. He told me that he had his company party today, but he was a little hungover, so he thought he might just go home and go to sleep.
Mm.
And I said, well, we will take you out sometime in the near future because you deserve it, our delightful friend. So do you have it?
Airdropping it in.
So Doug is pulling that up. And as Doug pulls up this picture of our that's not.
All right,
the
well, I'm going to
picture
show a
Wesley-
couple.
No, that's a living room.
I'm going to show you a couple things. All right, so here we go. Present, share screen, window, Wesley.
I don't think that people need to hear you read all of that.
So that's how high it was. You can see the. I would think the water's probably a good 10, 15 yards behind you. Kind of.
Wes,
thing.
how tall are you, sweetheart?
5'10", 5'11", somewhere in there.
So 5'10", 5'11". So that's
Yeah.
probably about 4.5 feet if I had to
Yeah.
guess. Does it say on it?
It doesn't say. It just
No,
it
it's
says-
just
It says something right there.
Storm surge, September 28th, 2022. And this was the inside of his study, which was a freestanding building. They had it decorated for Christmas, but outside of this, there was a nice little courtyard with like a fountain and things like that. And
Yeah.
I was going to show you also a little video file of the grounds and things. So that's the Edison house there. Their bedroom was over on the left, and the main house is on there. And this kind of gives you an idea of like the expanse, the river frontage.
There are actually dolphins in that river.
Yeah. So, anyways, I thought that was kind of neat. Doesn't really do it justice, but we had a great day. It was just very beautiful, and it was all the trees were labeled, every tree, every bush, everything.
Yeah.
There was some giant fig tree, a woolly fig tree with all these roots that probably spread out in a big, like 60-foot circle around the tree. It was really cool. It was
That sounds awesome. So, as we, and we thought it was going to be crap weather today, and it was like, meh. We went to Ford's, had a great lunch. Everyone there seems to be knocked up. Shout out to Michelle and her beautiful baby on the way, Lily. Thank you for an amazing lunch. And then we had, I guess that's where you went to Trader Joe's.
Went to Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah.
And
no body scrub.
But I wanted one of everything. It all looked really good.
I don't even know what you got. There might have been all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't go in. I didn't feel up to it. I didn't go into Edison Estate. I didn't feel up to it. And last night, it was funny because we were going to get Wes. So it was like, oh, well, we would have to end the podcast early anyway if we have to go get Wes from the airport. And I just wasn't feeling good. So I'm sorry. We want to be here every night. We love you guys. We have so much fun doing it, but we just can't always do it. So we're going to wrap up with some gratitude. We would love to hear what you're thankful for. Of course, we are always so thankful for you, all the people that support the podcast, the haters and the master haters, Tracy and Ann, Cheryl, you guys are just amazing. Side note, and David, of course, side note, our friend Jason, your former colleague, was watching us on the Insta. Oh, and then Pharrell4377 was watching us.
Very nice.
And Van Buren Jeremy was watching as well. So shout out to the people on Instagram. It was our first night on Instagram. So we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm thankful that Wesley's here. I'm thankful that I got through today, even though I wasn't feeling very well. I'm thankful for the hot chocolate my husband's about to make me. I'm thankful for Florida weather where it's cold when it's under 70.
Right now, temp right now 68.
Oh my God, it's like we live in a third world country.
It's going to be a low of 66 tonight. So this is
I'm thankful for living in a place that I can drive around with my doors and my top off on Christmas. That makes me very happy.
However, overnight, tomorrow we're getting all kinds of
shit.
98% chance of rain with 50-mile-an-hour winds. We're planning on kind of having an in day for the most part.
Well, and if you want to play Jackbox, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll just do that tomorrow. That might be fun.
But that thing's blowing out of here Sunday. It's going up to Massachusetts. See you later. And then we're gonna hopefully have a little breezy day Monday, but not bad.
I resent you bringing the shitty weather with you.
Well, no, he didn't bring it, but he's like sending it.
He literally brought it in his suitcase.
That may be true.
It was good, and then Wes was like, "Let me open my suitcase." Shitty weather.
He didn't have a suitcase.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Sorry,
like, he's like Dora the Explorer up
flyers.
in here.
Actually, not only did Wes fly down by himself, he contended with like the JetBlue budget flight. So Blue Basic, which means you can only fly with your backpack. And did you even have an assigned seat, or did they have to assign you a seat in the game?
I had assigned.
Oh, so at least he had an assigned seat. Center, window, aisle.
Window.
And then they moved you.
Oh, good.
Right? I was just volunteering.
Oh,
They said, you want to sit there? I'm like, yeah.
That is
Just
awesome.
accommodating the family.
Did you have people
Very
next
nice.
to you?
Yeah. Those were the kids. Like, in the row and then behind. And
Did you make friends?
not really, no. I just hang out and fight.
Yeah.
Well, you are very chatty, and people find that to be annoying.
Mhm.
Just kidding. I'm annoying, and Wes is
Oh no, wait,
annoying.
that's you.
Yes,
No,
that's
no,
what I
I'm
just
kidding.
said.
I'm
That's
kidding.
what
You're
I just said.
on a plane. You were chatting on the plane.
I'm always chatting on the plane. Sometimes I become friends
I've
with
seen
somebody
you.
who's a
I've
member of
flown with
QAnon.
you 3 times, 2 times.
Ba-
No, I've flown with you a bunch of times. But one
Back
time I
from
didn't sit
Miami.
with you. Back from Miami, you made
To and
friends
from-
with some dude.
To and from Florida.
Yeah, to and from Florida again,
And
and then
I
to
think-
Massachusetts and back.
to Massachusetts. No, only back from Massachusetts. We didn't
Yeah,
go
right.
home.
Yeah.
So we've only flown together 4 times technically.
That's it's like nothing.
Considering the fact that we've been together as long as we have, yes. But fuck flying. I'm thankful for the for the chocolate chip pancakes Doug made for breakfast this morning. Although I think we need to be eating, we're going to have chocolate chip pancakes on a semi-regular basis. We need to get the Lilies because they're much better for us. I've been having too much sugar. I'm fighting something off. I haven't been eating that good lately. Shame on me. And I'm thankful for friends that check on me and support me. And I'm thankful that the kids down the street are getting a trampoline.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
I am thankful
So-
that you bought us all green juices at 7-Eleven.
I'm thankful that we won lottery money. by the way.
yeah.
Wes, what are you thankful for?
Thankful for a good day today of the food, and Ford's is always good. The Edison Estate, and being on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm really grateful Wes is on
Yeah, it was
podcast.
good
It was
time.
fun when
It was
Wes
good
goes.
Yeah.
And Nolan, but he's not here.
And so now we can
No,
just
it's
go in
fine.
and ignore each other.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna I don't even know what I'm
But
gonna
you want
do.
the hot chocolate? I'll get you some hot chocolate.
Feel my throat.
I'm not a doctor, but I tell you what on TV. Yeah, I don't know. There's something going on in there. It feels like throat.
No, and by the way, don't buy the liquid nitrogen thing and spray your skin tag in your armpit. It hurts like a motherfucker. My arm still hurts like a lot.
Well, that means it's working.
I don't know about that. It looks gross. It looks gross.
Okay.
Okay, so anything else
But
you're
yeah.
thankful for?
Just Wes being here, the weather today. We had a good day today. Edison Estate again. Trader Joe's. Stacey, you were able to drive around, and that was good for.
I played
for them.
chauffeur. Doug doesn't like to drive.
It
So
wasn't
I
a big
played
drive. I was
chauffeur,
going to do
sat
it,
in the
but
car,
I'm
and
like,
felt
eh.
like shit.
There's something else.
I'm grateful that we're able to go live on Instagram.
Yeah, grateful that it's Friday.
yeah.
Thankful
Yeah.
it's Friday.
Yeah.
So you guys, we love you so much. We appreciate you so much, and we will talk to you
When we talk to you.
when we talk to you.